Good day, folks. Good grand rising, great rising. Good morning, however you all choose to greet each other and yourselves. Uh, the Oracle here, aka Apollo Tiamapiro. I chose the Oracle as a name for a particular reason because I feel like I help you speak to God. Now, let me explain. There's an I am inside of you that it's expressing a whole other thing different than your conscious, different than your awareness, should I say. It's all part of your conscious being, all part of your psyche, but as a whole, it's the part of you that's aware, that's functioning, that you can see. There's a part of you that you can't see, that sees and expresses different. I help you, I figured with my discovery, help you bridge the gap between the two and communicate with each other through my discovery. And what I've discovered is, through use of technology, a way to communicate with this part of your psyche. And what it involves, how it's done, that method is done if you take if you have your phone and you have access to internet or Wi-Fi, you want to download a vocal recorder app. You download the vocal recorder app, and then you download an app like Up Tempo. I use Up Tempo to do the other part of it. So I download my vocal recorder app to get to say a positive word or affirmation to yourself, to make a clip, 6 or 7 second clip, 6 7 6 or 7 second clip, or even longer, 30-second clip, 2 minute clip, 2 hour clip, or however long clip of positive stuff you're saying to yourself. Take that MP3, take it over to your up-tempo app, play it fast, play it slow, play it backwards, play it forward, play it high pitch, play it low pitch, but let it loop over and over again till you begin to hear particular messages. I can teach you how to listen. I say don't freak out about what you hear, about what you first start to hear, because it's your way of your psyche getting established and kind of sharing with you a new means of communication. If you take the messages down and you understand the nuance behind the messages. Now, so I'm making this video just to give you an over. And there's a lot more levels to it. I've messed with this technology and these principles on and off for a little over 15 years now. So I've gotten a lot of insight to how they work. I can tell you all the details. I can tell you what stumbling blocks you're going to find in the process, and what breakthroughs you're going to have in the process. So that's also what I'm offering on this channel and on this material, whatever social media website this video happens to land on. But I'm making this particular video. Oh yeah, disclaimer also, I'm not a medical professional at this time. I am not a licensed therapist. So anytime you're watching this video and you get information, that I say use this information that I'm giving you at your own discretion, but I'm telling you how it can help. I'm telling you how it could refine your senses and help you develop a communication between yourself and your psyche. And for those who don't hear it, for those who claim they don't have monologue going on in here, this is an extra help, because it helps you not only refine your senses, but it helps you develop some kind of the communication between yourself and the psyche, that you can go back and forth. And also, that's one level. The other level is it's also good for the reprogramming, for the actual installation of affirmations and positive sayings. You talking to yourself positive. There's a part of you that reacts different when you're talking to yourself in a more affirmative and more loving way over a long period of time. And this technology helps because you're letting the loop happen over and over again, particularly in your own voice. Now, you could do this with any piece of material. You could do this with with music, or with other people's sayings, or audio. You can do it with other audio clips, but it's just something that's even more powerful when you do it. When you do something in your own voice, in your own person, that you set out to do, set out to record, and set out to listen to and examine and reflect on. Something that powerful, that connection happens where things begin to come together and make more sense, and you feel this, whatever you feel like you've been missing something, you feel like something that's made more whole in this connection. Like I say, have them watch the video. If you need to talk to a licensed professional, mental health professional, medical professional, or a licensed therapist, have them watch the video and have them watch my other material. And if you need to discuss whether this stuff is okay for you, whether they encourage that you're using it, or at least looking into it, that's cool. But other than that, use your own discretion. And with that, like I said, there's more benefits. I think the more you look into this, the more benefits you're going to have. How I want to help. This video, I keep wanting to go back. I don't want to miss the point. I'm making this video specifically to help out the deaf community. Now, I hope I'm able to. I'm guessing I'm able to put captions on this for people to be able to read this if they get to this. I don't know how I'm going to be able to make short clips for this video, but I'm making this video for a hypothesis. This is my hypothesis and challenge to the deaf community to extend this use of technology to the deaf community. Now, but I haven't, and my apologies, I just haven't delved into how this technology works with the deaf community. At this point, I'm giving a hypothesis because I'm guessing that if words and cymatics work the way, if imagery works the same way words and cymatics does, then my hypothesis is you're going to get the same kind of benefit from what I'm suggesting here in this next video. And so what I'm suggesting is that to the deaf community, if they want to take part, if they run across my videos, run across this material, and want to know how the use of technology like this can actually help enhance their psyche as well, is to take like what I'm doing right now, filming, use visual clips, use imagery. So if imagery works the same way as sound and kymatics does, then what I purport is that you're going to take and you're going to make small 6 or 7 second clips if you're doing like sound. I don't know how to do sign language. I don't want to mock it because I don't want to say nothing that sign language, but signing, basically making, doing the sign language. Make sure it's clear and concise where you can see it. Make sure you make those clips where you can see it. Saying something positive in sign language, in your signage, whether it's American Sign Language or European Sign Language or African or Spanish Sign Language. But what you're going to do is you're going to make clear, concise clips of yourself doing the sign language, doing the signing. So you're going to have those clips, and instead of MP3s, I guess in this case, you're going to make MP4s. With those MP4s, you're going to switch them over to some kind of editor app. This is me making the hypothesis that if imagery works the same way as sound, then it should have a similar result. So you're going to take that MP4, okay, of yourself signing that positive, affirmation or positive word, and to see, like I said, it's even more powerful. You're doing it. You can do this with other clips and take from other creators or other people who've done sign language and say something positive in sign language, but it's something more powerful about yourself, seeing yourself do the work, just like you would be hearing your voice, you would be seeing your own signage, because your nuances is going to stand, your particular nuances when you do it are going to stand out. So you're going to take the MP4 of yourself doing the sign language, and you're going to take that over to an app, an editor app, and where you're able to loop the MP4 doing the signage over and over again at different speeds, and then you're going to be able to do it and take a look and see what messages come out of you doing the signage over and over again, letting it loop and let you do the signage at different speeds, right? Then you're going to take and you're going to play it in reverse over and over, let it loop, let the imagery loop over and over again in reverse, and take a look at yourself doing the signage of the positive saying or the affirmation and at different speeds. Then you're going to look at it at different depths. See, where you can't, where in a clip where you're listening, you can listen to it at high pitch, low pitch. But you're going to take that different depths of speed and different depths of speed and different depths of zooming in and zooming out, to take a look at what it looks like at different angles, to see if over a period at least that accumulates, or a culmination of this stuff creates different messages coming forth. And there should be, like I say, if imagery works similar as sound and kymatics does, you're going to get messages out of them. Don't freak out. Decipher the messages. Sit down and if you're looking, just like the same way I teach you how to listen, this should apply to visually what you see too. Don't freak out what visually comes up. Your psyche has a way of communicating to you in the beginning that may sound a little off, but you just hang in there and you stay with it, and the messages begin to be clearer. You'll begin to internally have the intuition about what those things mean. And if it seems contradictory, just hang on and keep on. If it seems contradictory or seems a little counterproductive that the message sounds, just hang in there. It changes. Start to look with the intent to get something constructive out of the imagery or out of the process. Something about your intention when you're paying attention to the nuances, the attention and the intention that brings out more details of the messages, and you'll be surprised at what you get. Now, I guarantee you, from my experience, you'll be enriched by what you get. So for my deaf community, if you get a hold of this video, give it a try with it, making the MP4s on one app. Maybe you got an app to do the same. Make the MP4, play the MP4 at a certain speed so you can see your signage. Oh, that's the particular imagery loop over and over again. Then play it that way backwards over and over again till you start to see the messages that come forth from you, from particular nuances that stand out. Fast pitch in depth and zoomed and back. At a glance, and then zoomed in depth, and see the messages that come forth, and that's from fast and slow, reversed and forward, looped over and over again, and see what kind of messages begin to come forth as you're letting those positive affirmations that are done in your given signage repeat. I hope this enriches your day. May it bless your day and give you more insight to working with the psyche, and also reprogramming your software. Thank you.